At the beginning of time, the god Chow lived above with his wife and children. He was the king of sky and earth. The god Chow had many names. He was also known as the Father, the Son, Antu, and Nguyenchen, creator of the world. Her name was Kushi, which also means witch, but she had also many names: Moon, Blue Queen, and Maga. The queen was his mother and wife all at once. Chow began creating the sky with all of its clouds and stars and the earth. By sowing seeds between his great fingers, he brought forth the animals and the people, the Mapuches. He created the rivers and forests and gigantic mountain ranges. From the sky, Chow watched over his creations and gave them light during the day. At night, his wife, the moon, cared for the various creatures on earth. Chow's son grew quickly. They started to question their father's rule, and soon they decided to take over his great power. They planned to rule the earth. When Chow found out, he became so angry that he threw his two sons down to earth. As their enormous bodies struck the earth, they created two large holes in the ground. Mother Moon was heartbroken. She started to cry great floods of tears, which filled the two holes with water. This is how the lake's Lakar Lulug was created. When he saw his wife's sadness, Chow felt sorry for what he had done. He took the bodies of his fallen children and made them into a serpent with wings. He named this creature Ka-Ka-Thilu. But Ka-Ka-Thilu still carried the souls of the two rebellious sons within him. He too wanted to overthrow Chow. Ka-Ka-Thilu grew angry, and from time to time he bashed his tail and flapped his wings. This created floods and earthquakes. Chow was worried about this, so he made a second good serpent out of clay. He named him Tren and sent him down to earth to keep an eye on Ka-Ka-Thilu. Whenever Ka-Ka-Thilu got into another evil mood, Tren would whistle and warn the people. After many years had passed, Chow decided to come down to earth one day to teach people about growing and preserving food and how to tell time. He came disguised as a man with dark skin wearing leather. He came disguised as a man with dark skin wearing leather. Chow also gave his people the gift of fire. This is when the Mapuches started calling him the good from the sky. Many years passed and Chow returned to heaven. People started to forget him and his teachings, and they started to fight amongst each other. Chow looked on from above and became very bitter. He decided to ask the angry Ka-Ka-Thilu for help. He wanted to scare the serpent. He wanted the serpent to scare people a little so they would remember their creator and start living the right way again. Tren overheard Chow talking to Ka-Ka-Thilu and decided to warn the Mapuches while whistling. When they heard this, the people fled up into the mountains looking for protection from the rolling boulders earthquakes and floods created by Kakafalu's big tail. But it was of no use, for Earth trembled so hard that all people died except for one boy and girl who hid in a cave on the mountain. The little boy and girl grew up with the help of a vixen and a female puma who fed them their milk. From these two people came a new population of Mapuches. Chow was satisfied with his new race. Eventually, Chow stopped worrying about man. Harvests are not as plentiful as before. Disease is everywhere, and children have stopped obeying their parents. Nowadays, the Mapuche's people Chow doesn't even listen to the Mapuche's people's prayers. That is why all the white people were always so much to take a lot from them.